Bali FM, the best radio.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Valley FM, the best IB radio show on the planet. I'm your host, Daniel Coombs, and alongside me, I'm joined by
Charlotte.
And we're going to be starting off the show today with three of my favourite participants, Enciso, Danny, and Joaquin, who are going to be talking about the Champions League.
Yeah, hello. So, well, I'm here today to talk about Champions League. So, the UEFA Champions League is an annual football club competition organized by the Union of European Football Association. It was first established in 1955 as the European Champions Cup and was renamed the UEFA Champions League in the 1992. The competition is open to the top teams from European domestic leagues, with teams qualifying based on their league position in the previous season. The tournament begins with a group stage, where the teams are divided into groups of 4 and play each other twice in a round-robin format. The top 2 teams from each group advance to the knockout stage, which consists of 2 ties leading to the final. Some of the most successful clubs in the history of the competition include Real Madrid, Milan, Liverpool, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Manchester United and Juventus. Real Madrid has won the competition a record of 14 times, while AC Milan has won it 7 times and Liverpool 6 times. Over the years, the Champions League has produced some memorable moments, including Liverpool's stunning comeback from 3-0 down against AC Milan to win the 2005 final on penalties, Manchester United last gasp victory against Bayern Munich in the final of 1999, and Barcelona 6-1 comeback win against Paris Saint-Germain in the 2017 round 16. The competition has also seen some of the world's best players compete, including Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane, Paolo Maldini, and Frank Beckenbauer.
So, talking about the Champions League, yesterday we lived an exciting match day of champions, in which the Blues hosted Real Madrid at Stamford Bridge last night, with the side of Real Madrid entering the game with 2-goal lead on top of Chelsea, started with Ben Chilwell had received a red card in the previous game, after a hard tackle to Rodrigo. This meant that Frank Lampard entered the second leg playing Cucurella as the left wing back. The game started very slowly, with Chelsea having the upper hand, but they couldn't finish the dinner. In the second half was evenly more matched, but Real Madrid was the only one who scored twice. First one with Rodrigo, who after an exhausting sprint on the right side hand, overcoming Trevo with a bit of skill, he smashed the ball into the box, where Vinicius received the ball, who gave the ball back to Rodrigo so he could score. The second goal came from Vinicius again, who gave the ball to Valverde, who dribbled past 2 defenders, crossing into the box an easy tap for Rodrigo, making this a second goal, making him the MVP of the match. Italian derby happened at the same time, and as is common in the Serie A, this was a very spicy match-up, with a total of 26 fouls, 4 yellow cards, and the statistics don't lie when they say Napoli was the most dominant team in possession, shots, and so on. But similarly, as in Madrid-Chelsea game, the one who wins is the one who scores. Giroud gave the advantage to Milan with an assist from Rafael Leao after his outstanding career leaving as defense behind him. Naples kept trying until the end, but so they scored in the extra time. But this couldn't get them into the next round because they lost 2-1 in the aggregate score. And Danny, talk us about a little bit about the best team in the world.
Yes, well, Real Madrid in the Champions League has a special virtue that the rest of the teams don't have. When they play in Champions League, it's like they transform and become invincible. After yesterday's move to the semi-finals of the Champions League, Real Madrid has been in 11 semi-finals in the last 30 editions of the Champions League and has won 5. But it's not just that Champions League, it's the way they do it. Last year, he was presumed dead 3 times in the Champions League, but Real Madrid, with the support of the Santiago Bernabeu, was able to overcome a result that seemed impossible up to 3 times. The more impressive is the semi-finals when Rodrigo scored 2 goals to send the game to extra time in the last minutes of the game.
Well, that was very interesting, and hopefully next year we can see some more teams in the Champions League. Who do you think is going to win it?
I think Real Madrid again.
Yeah. I disagree. Anyway, we're going to go into a quick ad break right now. So.
Are you tired of studying and forgetting everything the day after the exam, and you are too lazy to make your own cheat notes?
We present you the Untitled, a web page that we put at your disposal where you can create your own cheat notes and where you can also find other people's cheat notes.
You just have to copy the text you want to include in your cheat note and select the size of the cheat note. You can select Typex model, water bottle model, or just a small piece of paper. Chuletator, don't study anymore.
Tired of leaving school and having to take the bus? Do not suffer anymore. Now, with our premium limousine service, you can go home comfortably, and the best thing is that you will not have to share a seat with anyone. Before, at 50 euros a month, now only at 49.99. Do not miss this incredible offer. Call now and get your premium limousine service.
Hey, did you hear Valley FM's back?
That's groovy.
And we're back talking about memorable experiences. We've got Coachella, presented by Raquel, Catalina, and Sara.
Hello. So first of all, what is Coachella? Okay, Coachella is a music festival held annually in Indio, California. The founders made it to highlight some of the world's biggest artists and also some upcoming musicians. Everything started in 1999 as a 2-day music festival and has evolved ever since to what it is today. Nowadays, it runs over 2 weekends containing 3 days each in April, and the music lineups are the same for the both weekends. Inside of the festival, there are specific places to camp, and there's also a great variety of food trucks to eat during the day, although nothing here is cheap.
Yes, in addition, this year, Coachella every year brings world-known artists. This year, the main artists that have been, they were Bad Bunny, Blackpink, Frank Ocean, and Rosalia. We can also say that this festival is a great example of world fashion and that the main influence from all over the world take advantage to the occasion to put their best outfits on. The Spanish influence that have been liked the most this year have been those of Ines Tumeyas, Jorge Cyrus, Andrea Palaton, or even the Rivers. Let's see what more outfits they surprise us with the next weekend and see what influence they bring to come to the festival.
Okay, now, how much it costs? An influencer called Alexandra tells how much it costs to her to spend 3 days in Coachella. The normal ticket costs like $550, but the VIP goes for like the double, $1,000. The price of the house renting go up to a lot that weekend, and that costs from $300 a person a night. She went with 6 people, and they rented a car for $120 each. And then you need to add that the flight from your country, aeroplane, and back. Then everyday life there costs a lot of money too, because you cannot go with food or drink inside of it. And then you need to buy food inside. 3 tacos can cost you like $23. A plate of barbecue chicken and rice, $30. A plate of paella, $21. Chicken tenders and fries, $19. A poke bowl, $20. A hot dog, $13. A slice of pizza, $11. 1 big churro, $8.50. A tiny cubata, $15. A normal one, $29. A beer, $13. These prices are crazy, and more if you think on the taxes or the tip, because it's not included. And in USA, they look you bad if you don't tip. You're supposed to tip $20 of what it costs. If you're in Coachella from Spain, you need to have in mind all the money you're gonna spend. This festival is really expensive.
Yes, as you say, it is really expensive the festival, but also it's not only the ticket, it's also like if you come from another country, the flight and where you're gonna sleep, if you're gonna stay inside the festival or outside, it's crazy. And also, this is an opportunity to you to show your creativity with outfits and etc. So thank you for listening.
Wow, that was very interesting. Moving on from Coachella, we're going to have Daniel Villa, Maria, Elena, and Leticia who are going to talk about Coachella.
Hello. We are the social organization group, and today we're going to talk also about the Coachella Festival. So thanks to Kata, Raquel, and Sara, you know what is the festival is about, and you have more information about it. But now we're going to talk about the reality of Coachella. By that, I mean we are going to talk about, for example, some of the controversies that have arisen at this festival, as well as the problems that have occurred on stage, demonstrating that sometimes we'll have very clear and good expectations and ideas about something, but once you have lived this experience, you might realize that it's not as you imagine.
But first, many polemics took place during this festival. The most shocking one is the return of the relationship between Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. Remember that they broke up in November 22, and until that moment there is no indication that they ever met again until Coachella. They were seen leaving the festival together, and there is a video of them kissing while enjoying the concert. Letty, for example, what do you think about this couple getting back together?
The first word that came into my mind was shocking. This couple have been separated for almost 2 years, and in some cases they have been seen with other people.
Yes, that's true. There were some rumors that they had gone out with other people.
Yes, so in the moment that they were seen together, they knew that they have got.
Another polemic too important that occurred on the third day of this festival was the non-action and non-scene of Frank Ocean. Daniel, if I am not wrong, this artist is one of your favorites. Have you heard this polemic?
Yes, I've heard of it. Frank Ocean has not released an album since 2016. So the fans were very excited of him appearing in this festival. He was expected to appear in 2020, but because of COVID, he couldn't do it. However, no one of the expectations that people expect was supplied. He arrived 1 hour later to the show and opened with 8 minutes of hoodman in a military fatigues, walking in circles and then dancing. And the vast majority of the performance took place in a room where the audience of Coachella didn't have the chance to see. And all of this was filmed in a shaky cam in a very close style along his band and crew that evoked a feeling of a documentary produced in real time, and also people couldn't see it in online versions because he chose to don't do it on live.
So we can consider that from now on is not one of your favorite singers because of all this that you tell us.
Well, yes, more or less, but what he have done is a very bad thing, and he failed to exceed my expectation and all the fans' expectation.
Yes. So the last thing is the polemic that we can consider it is not a polemic, it's a gossip. The performance of Rosalía and Rauw Alejandro after they announced their marriage on the music video of Beso. All the fans were so nervous because they expected him to come to the festival and sing with her, and he did it. They sang the incredible song with more than 13 million of views. Now we pass to Danny also to the fake Coachella outfits.
This is very related with social engagement that is part of our topic, and how people try to fake things in order to get likes and a lot of visions. Influencers are not living their best life at Coachella that we can see, but they might not be there. According to the musician and TikToker Lauren Gray, Many influencers fake going to a Coachella musical festival in order to raise crowds from all over the world because of the famous festival. Most influencers do get ready with me for going to Coachella even if they are not going. So it's very difficult to know who goes and who don't. Therefore, the comments of all these type of videos are going crazy. What do you think about this?
I think that if you wanted to be there, you can be with some like work or something, but fake this information, it is not the best way. I don't know, Charlotte, what do you think about this?
I personally wouldn't go though, because I think it's too much money for it.
But what do you think about people faking going in order to get likes and views?
I mean, if they want to get attention, I mean, that's it. I don't really think there's nothing much to talk about it because it's just their lives, you know. What do we care if they go or don't?
Well, basically, but it's important for people to don't lie to their fans.
Would you go? If you heard someone famous is going, would you go because of them?
Depends. If it's Bajal, well, maybe. But
yes, but you will have some other opportunities to see that people, and instead of go to another country with a plane that will cost a lot, like Raquel said. So I don't think it's a good.
And also,
I prefer go to a concert of that artist.
Yes.
Also, what happened with Frank Ocean is very related with this because you may expect something from an artist that he is not going to do, and he can make you feel very bad about paying that much money and not doing great things at their show.
I'm sure Frank Ocean is sleepless at night knowing he's disappointed you, Villa. Anything else you want to add?
The reality of Coachella is not always what they show, and it has so many polemics about the artists, as the non-action of not singing of Frank Ocean, or the shocking love story of Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, but we don't finish here. On social media, the people gain followers by showing their outfits for the festival and they didn't go. So in conclusion, Coachella is not always what we expected. So we are going to leave you with the question, knowing these polemics and the money, the rooms, would you go to the festival?
No.
Definitely not. It's mainly because of the money, because I don't even have the money to go to a Spanish concert. So, I mean, going to United States, where was it? LA, it's all the way there and have to go to a hotel and then having to pay all the food. I don't have the money and I don't have the time and I don't have the energy to be there because it's a couple of days, right?
Yes, true.
If I know most of the artists, I will go, but I know only Bad Bunny and Rosalia and Eladio Carrion, so I wouldn't go for 3 artists.
Why do you think people like to go to festivals like that?
Because the performance.
Do you think they just go because of performances?
Yes, in some cases,
Because you know, I wasn't going to that. It sounds like really.
And you can make connections.
And also, if you like fashion things and things like that, you will like because that is cool.
If I were multimillionaire, like Kendall Jenner, I would go. Like I have the money to go, so I don't care. But it's not the case.
So well, this is all for today. Thank you for listening and see you next week.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we have a quick ad.
Are you struggling to pass that stupid subject? Do you need some help with the next exam?
We have the best cheat notes of Funcionaro. We cover everything from S exams to bachelor exams.
Buy 2 and receive a free German cheat note. Brutal cheat notes. Simply brutal.
Es la leche.
Psst. Hey you. Yes, you. the one who's hearing this. Is your backpack too heavy? Your back hurts, you have bad posture, and you also feel like you get smaller every time you carry it? Say goodbye to all these problems with our new robot, the multifunctional charger. It has a platform that will carry your backpack without you noticing. It also comes with a built-in system that will straighten your back in 3 weeks of continuous use. Request it right now for only 120 euros. And if you are one of the first 5 to call, we will send you the 300-page manual with all its functions at half of price. Do not miss out on this unique offer.
Are you tired of trance music? Do you want to escape of reality for a few minutes? Just listen to Nothing Good's band new single, Nerd, which will be released the next month in Spotify and YouTube. Its components are former students of this school who created the group in 2018. The last year they released 2 singles, Wilco and Late Night Club, and also gave several concerts. Don't forget to listen to this single when it's released, because Nothing Good is the band of the moment.
Hello, we are back again with Sharing the Planet with Pablo, Alberto, Maria, and George. Bithymat is the topic.
So as Charlotte said, today we bring you some information about Bithymat and the use of the electric bicycle here in Madrid. So the use of electric bicycles in Madrid has increased in recent years as a more environmentally friendly transport alternative. Bithymat Go is a new electric bicycle service from the EMT in Madrid. The bicycle is a sustainable, simple, affordable, reliable, clean, and ecological means of transport that contributes to the environment management and benefits health. Around 454 electric bikes are available 24 hours a day now in Madrid. Furthermore, the use of the bicycles can be free until July 31, when migrating from the account to a pass or registration. A new user in the Bithymat app, rides of up to 30 minutes will be free for all annual subscribers without limitation.
Yes, firstly, the production of batteries for electric bicycles requires the extraction of natural materials and resources, such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which can cause serious environmental impacts in the communities near the mines and in the surrounding ecosystem. In addition, the battery production process involves a large amount of energy and greenhouse gas emissions.
Second, although electric bikes don't emit greenhouse gases during use, their electrical charge depends on the electrical power source used. If the electricity comes from renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, or hydraulic, the electric bicycle can be considered a truly sustainable transport alternative. However, if the electricity comes from non-renewable energy sources such as coal or oil, the electric bike will indirectly contribute to the emission of greenhouse gases and air pollution.
On third place, the use of electric bicycles can also have an impact on urban space and biodiversity. The increases of e-bike traffic can create an increase on demand for bike parking and infrastructure, which can lead to deforestation on urban ecosystems. In addition, the interaction of electric bicycles with local fauna such as birds or other animals can alter their behavior and natural habitat.
In conclusion, the use of electric bicycles in Madrid can be beneficial to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases and improve air quality, as long as its environmental impact in terms of battery production, use of electrical energy is taken into account, and its impact on urban space and biodiversity. It is necessary to promote the use of electric bicycles in a context of sustainable development, promoting electrical energy, the use of sustainable infrastructures, and respect for nature.
Yeah, so before finishing this topic, we would like to ask questions to someone that really uses bikes every day. And so, Ruben, we know that you like to use bicycles, and this is a very controversial topic. What do you think about this initiative?
Right. So, as I was listening to you, I had a couple of ideas in mind that I'd like to contribute to the show. One, and the main being that even though I do support the use of e-bikes let's just say, against the use of cars. I do think that it is more sustainable, and not just that, also as a person who's lived in Madrid most of their life, I know we do have a problem of traffic as opposed to other cities. There are certain hours during the day when you don't want to have an emergency because getting to a hospital would be next to impossible. So let alone the stress that comes with commuting to and from work every day. So I do think that obviously investing on e-bikes rather than on cars is a good idea. But what about normal bikes is my question. I think more infrastructure, as you guys were saying, should be put in place for bikes, like any type of bike, really. So more in because it is really, as you said, I think 400 something bikes.
Yeah, 454
bikes were planted, let's say, with their stations, etc.
Yeah.
I do think those stations take up a lot of space. Cars get angry because they can't park, and then you have the problem of finding the e-bike on the road, which is that's the main fight that as a person who, as an urban cyclist myself, face on a daily basis. I am a young person, or consider myself a young person, not obviously compared to you, but in comparison with the lifespan of a human being, I'm not old. And what I'm trying to say is that I consider that I'm in my prime, athletically speaking. So I don't have I can use bikes to a degree where I don't feel myself in danger, but I am in danger. I know the danger that comes with fighting elbow to elbow with a car, which is what I do most of the time. So it's not an alternative for older people, for example, or for people who don't regularly go on bikes. And I don't think an e-bike helps much more, really, in that sense, because what we need to invest on, and this is my point, is in number one, educating drivers that in that roads aren't exclusively for car drivers, and the same applies to motorbikes, etc. I think motorbikes have a similar complaint in that they feel they are outsiders on the road and they shouldn't be, and especially bike paths, bike lanes, safe routes. That's what the investment should be, I think.
And do you think this project is going to be successful?
I don't think it's going to be successful in that there was a first Bici mat, and I was a user of that myself for a time. It's true that I haven't used it a long time, but I don't. Some people just, use public services as not thinking that other people have to use it afterwards, and they break the bikes. The bikes need a lot of maintenance, which they sometimes don't get, as you would expect. The brakes sometimes don't work really well, so they're not safe, given that sometimes you reach high speeds with an e-bike. And especially, and I think this is the worst, Madrid is a very hilly city, which is why it doesn't have a tradition of cycling in the first place, because it's very hilly. If it was a flat city, people would move around in bikes as an alternative, but you have to be, like I said, pretty athletic to be cycling around a city like Madrid.
Okay, so according to what you said, do you think that because of vandalism the project is going to be affected?
It is going to be affected. I don't know to which extent, but I have seen it happen, and I've suffered the consequences of the lottery of picking a good what was it, city mat? No, Bici mat. Sorry, picking the wrong Bici mat bike, because some of them are wrecked, and once you've taken one, you're going to pay for that one, so you're not going to change it into another one. And also, if you're going to use it in replacement of the metro or a bus, you are normally in a hurry to get somewhere. So picking the right bike is going to be a pain in most cases. I don't know, but people seem to like it. I see people using them all the time, so I might be wrong.
Yeah, so thank you. Very interesting reflection here from Ruben. That was the end of our section.
I would like to just ask, a question or two. So, from what I understand, that you like the e-bikes and you think it's a good idea and that you should promote the e-bikes in Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you use an e-bike? Genuinely, out of you four, would you use an e-bike in front of a car?
I think it depends on the situation, because as we said the last week, if it's a long distance, of course it's really hard to use an e-bike, because it takes a lot of time. But it depends, because if it's a short distance, for example, I do football, so if I go to a football training, which is 10 minutes probably with a bike and 40 minutes walking, I would take it.
Yeah, that's another thing I'd like to add to what Pablo said, because we're speaking about Bicimal like it was used in Madrid similarly, but we live in, well, here this school is in the north of Madrid, and I don't think Bicimal reaches this area, does it? I haven't seen many stations around here.
No.
So that's another thing. It depends on where you live, whether you can use it or not. I think the use you can make of Bicimal is subject to where you live and where you go to train for your training sessions, for work, whatever. So it's not always.
Yeah, mostly in the center of the city, that is really difficult to arrive with the car. Exactly. So
that's where
like the perfect place to use the bicycle.
Also, you have alternatives like scooters. So you have like Lime scooters, which you find here in Las Tablas as well. But the bikes, the BC Madrid bikes, they don't come. The range isn't here. They're increasing the range. So at the moment it's in the centre of the city, but they're trying to go up to other neighbourhoods as well. But I use BC Madrid. I don't like it. Like you said, but the maintenance is not good. So if I try to get a bike, I have to check the tyres before, because if you take the bike out and the tire's not working, and for example there's a puncture, you still get charged for that. So it'll still be 50 cents and you have to put it back in. So you have a lot of problems like that. And also when you put a bike in, sometimes it doesn't lock properly and you get charged for it. And the problem with what you get charged is it goes past how much money you have. So for example, if you put €10 on there and you put the bike in and someone takes the bike out, you get charged for that. And it doesn't just go to the €10, it goes further. So then you go and check it and it'd be minus €20.
Your own money.
Yeah. If it doesn't stop, there's no cap on it, which is a problem. Which I see that as them trying to trick people out of money, because there should be a cap where it should be zero. It shouldn't continue going past zero to where you have a minus. Because I had that before when I put the bike in and they said it wasn't put in. So when I went back, it was minus €25, including how much money I had on it. So that made it €30.
Can I ask a last question? Do we have a minute?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that scooters and e-bikes have replaced cars, or have they replaced pedestrians? Because that's a question I ask myself.
Pedestrians. Yeah,
I think fewer people. Yeah.
Yeah, they nowadays I think they are more used to not walk than to take the car.
That's the danger I see. The intention is that there are fewer cars on the roads to make the city cleaner and safer, and it turns out that people are using scooters, especially I think, so they don't have to walk, which is a terrible thing to happen. Yeah, some people raise their hands over here, so I guess that's their case.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm that type of person. I just can't take the scooter to go to, the Chino that is from things like
Bazaar,
that.
I guess, or
the bazaar. I take the scooter for that kind of things.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would say all these electrical things I think are so important, and as you say, Ruben, I would say it can have a second impact on education, because as we were talking here in Madrid, should be so important to promote for example the use of renewable energy sources, all these things. So it's so important to compare between bikes and these scooters, but I think that it could have a second impact on the people here in Madrid. And just like the first time using these scooters, to think about another options in life, just to start like using these energy sources and trying to fight air pollution and all these things. Yeah.
I think it's important, and I'll just finish with this message. Is if we want to convince the authorities, let's say, who really can make decisions as to what infrastructure should be put forward, etc. The more we use bikes, the more bikes are being used, and the more bikes are on the road, the safer it will be for everyone, and the more inclined they'll be to thinking, well, if there are lots of bike users, then we should give them what they need. But it's like a never-ending cycle. Excuse the pun, but it's like a never-ending circle where everybody is scared of taking their bikes on the road because it's not safe enough, and it's not safe enough because there is no infrastructure, thinking that bikes are a minority on the roads. So it never ends. So get out there with your bikes is what I'm trying to say, I guess.
That was a great conversation. Thank you very much, Ruben, for coming. And that was the end of our section for today. See you next week.
We're gonna have a quick break now.
You're listening to Valley FM.
Valley FM. Everything the light touches is the valley. Valley FM. It's not the valley of the fallen, it's the valley of the rockers.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Owens Kennedy, and today I'm going to present to you a video which shows you the solution to all of your problems in life.
Valley FM. It's not the valley of the fallen, it's the valley of the rockers.
Hey, did you hear Valley FM's back?
That's groovy.
Are you tired of studying and forgetting everything the day after the exam, and you are too lazy to make your own cheat notes?
We present you the Chuletator, a web page that we put at your disposal where you can create your own cheat notes and where you can also find other people's cheat notes.
You just have to copy the text you want to include in your cheat note and select the size of the cheat note. You can select Typex model, water bottle model, or just a small piece of paper. Chuletator, don't study anymore.
We're back again with social organization, meditation. Claudia, Elsa, and Candela.
Hello. So meditation has been trendy for the past several years, and we wanted to bring you 8 benefits that meditation has to your body and health. The first one would be that it enhances self-awareness. Meditation helps you to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions and to observe them without judgment. This can lead to a greater self-understanding. The second benefit would be that it boosts the immune system, since it has been proven to reduce inflammation in the body and to increase the activity of immune cells.
The third is promote emotional well-being. Meditation can help to reduce symptoms of depression and improve mood, as it promotes feelings of calm and relaxation. It also reduces stress and anxiety. Meditation has been shown to reduce the levels of stress hormone cortisol in the body, which can help to lower the feelings of stress and anxiety. Another benefit is that meditation improves focus and concentration. Practicing meditation regularly can improve your ability to concentrate and focus, as it trains your brain to stay present in the moment. It improves also it helps you to sleep. Regular meditation can help to improve the quality of your sleep, making you feel more rested during the day.
Meditation can help you to have a lower blood pressure. With this, reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke.
Finally, meditation reduces pain. Studies have shown that meditation can reduce the perception of pain of the people. So this this is a useful tool for managing chronic pain conditions.
Okay, so Candela, would you give meditation a try?
Yes, in the future I would like to give a try to meditation because, as we exposed, it have like a very positive aspects that can help you in your daily life and improve your health.
Yeah, I also think that it's, since we are students and we have a lot of stress normally, I think it would help a lot with that situation.
Can I just ask a question? Have you tried meditation?
No, but I know an aunt of mine that has, and she has like her mood every day has improved a lot. So,
Well, I personally tried meditation and it gave me back pain for a week, so, just my 2 cents on the situation.
Wasn't that yoga or something?
No, just meditation.
But meditation isn't supposed to be like just standing there and closing your eyes.
Well, just my 2 cents. Just my 2 cents. Anyway, on to you.
No, I have a question. I don't really know how to meditate actually.
Well, we have researched it, and what you have to do is to stay in a place like where you feel calm, and just close your eyes and try not to think about anything. And you cannot be like lay in bed because now you will fall asleep. So you have to be like just sitting in the ground, for example. But you have to spend like more than 20 minutes, imagine. It's not a short time, it's for more...
Also,
like
you focus on one thing. So for example, if you have your eyes closed, you focus on one thing. So, for example, if you have any other thoughts that come in, you push them away and you continue focusing on one thing. That's not with your eyes closed. You could do it with your eyes open, as long as you're actually focusing on one thing and pushing away thoughts, because you have thoughts that will come in, and it's basically just about pushing away and just focusing. And people do it for maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but it's good for even your age if you're studying, because it helps your concentration.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the level of
And for what you want. Like you want to, for what? For the things you want to use it, like for pain or for stress.
Yeah, I think in general it gives you like a control of your body and your mind.
Can everybody do it? Because I mean, can everybody do it?
Yes, I guess, yes.
And people with THD, I think it's spelled
Well,
like that.
ADHD.
ADHD, sorry,
For
yes.
them, it's a bit more complicated at first, but maybe it's the ones that get more benefit from that.
So, are we done? Do you have anything to
I've got no more
add?
questions, thanks very much.
Okay, so we're done. Thank you.